Hello friends, and welcome. It's been a very long time since I've done one of these videos, and since I have a lot of feelings about Katsucon, I figured I would share them here, just the positives and the negatives. And after that, I'm going to kind of share a survival guide to how to get through Katsucon if you've never gone before, or if you went and you kind of had a hard time. Without further ado, let's begin. So the first positive of Katsucon is definitely the location. The Gaylord Resort is simply beautiful, not only because everything is white and pristine and perfect, but also because it's ideal for photos since you're getting that outdoor light without having to go outside in February. It is very, very nice con for the winter time. This is definitely a multi-fandom con where you'll see everything from anime to comics to Disney, and yeah, it's cool to see multiple fandoms kind of coming and colliding at this wonderful con. Because of the multiple fandoms, the dealer's room is definitely extensive. Besides Otakon, this is probably the best dealer's room I've ever been to. Just so many incredible vendors are there. You can get anything that you may need. I got my elf ears at the last minute. They painted them. If you look at pictures, they look freaking perfect. Good job, Katsucon. Yeah, I personally had some wonderful photo shoot opportunities. I kind of went back to back to back. And got some gorgeous photos from some incredible people, made some awesome new friends, and if I can, I would love to go back next year. Since this is my second Katsucon, and last year's Katsucon was absolutely amazing, I had held Katsucon to a very high standard, and I was very nervous to go back this year because it was one of the best cons I'd ever been to, and I was afraid that this year wouldn't be as good. And it was very different this year. I can't say that it was better than last year or even as good as last year, but it was still a great con. But I definitely had my issues this year that were not so evident last year. The first thing is that this con was too big for the location this year. Last year was cool because even though it was big, it wasn't Otakon big. It was just kind of, it was okay. You'd kind of see the same people as you went around. Like, I remember I'd see the same people that I met on the pre-registration line, and we'd see each other over and over. And this year it was just impossible to even find anybody if you wanted to find them. It was just a clusterfuck mess. Another negative, kind of, is because people tend to bring their best cosplays. It can be bad because these giant hoop skirts and armor that goes out to here kind of can get in the way of people who just want to walk through. So just, I guess, keep that in mind if you're planning on going. These people tend to take priority because if you break their costume, they will probably kill you, or at least make you pay for it. As opposed to last year, the staff was honestly really rude. They were kind of dicks to everybody for really no reason. I've had like a couple of negative experiences with the staff this year. They were being definitely ruder towards my photographer friends. They were being stricter on equipment. Their rules were contradicting themselves, and it was honestly just really stupid and unnecessary. Did not need to be that way, but it is what it is. With that being said, the registration line was absolutely out of control. I increasingly didn't want to go on this line because of how long it was. Hearing the horror stories of people waiting on it for 5 hours. I didn't want to wait on the line for 5 hours. I had planned book photo shoots. So I ended up getting my badge on Friday. I didn't wait too incredibly long because I pre-regged, but Katsucon should definitely consider mailing their badges to people. That goes to Otakon as well, because these lines are absolutely ridiculous. We're paying too much money to be here, and it'll only help the dealer's room because people will be able to go in there earlier. They'll be able to buy things that they need. The only reason I even picked up my badge is because I needed to get ears for my Zelda costume, so I mean, it's only benefiting them. Another personal positive is that I finished my Ocarina of Time Zelda costume literally in the nick of time, and it was awesome to wear through a con and be her, but definitely need to do some fixing on the armor, just painting wise. Honestly, the mobility was fantastic, and I even got to meet a couple of people who were fans of my page online, and I even signed an autograph, which is really cool. And now I'm going to get into how to survive Katsucon. So, if you are planning on staying at the Gaylord, do not overstuff your room. As tempting as that may seem, you're really not going to want to share your one mirror and one bathroom with like 800 other people who are also trying to get ready into their costumes, especially if there's like body paint or tricky things and everyone's getting up at the same time and everyone needs to shower. Just try your best not to do that. If you want to save money, go across the street to the Hampton Inn or stay at a hotel kind of close by. You'll definitely save your money by a couple of $100s, and you'll only have to pay like $18 a day to park at the Gaylord, which sounds like a lot, but it's definitely better than $100. If you don't want to pay for the parking, you should look into your hotel's shuttle system, because a lot of them have shuttles to the Gaylord and they give you times and stuff on how to get there, and it's usually free, so good to know. If you are staying at a hotel that is not the Gaylord, make sure that they are serving a free continental breakfast. This may sound really stupid, but eat while you can, because when you are in the Gaylord, you're not going to want to leave. It's February, it's freezing outside. The last thing you're going to want to do in your costume is go outside in potential snow and try to find some place to eat. The places in the venue are really expensive, the lines are long, no matter what time you go. Even at 11 o'clock when they're shutting the place down, that line is ridiculous. So just know the restaurants inside have wait times. So if you are planning on saving some money and you want to eat and not pass out in your costume, definitely find a hotel that has a free breakfast. You will thank me. Bring power bars that'll fit in your backpacks, in your purses. They have tons of different kinds. You can get Cliff bars, you can get Nature Valleys, you can get Kind bars, just to kind of eat throughout the con. It's really important to have that sustenance. It is really important to drink water as well. Always stay hydrated. It's good for your skin. It's good for your mentality. You're walking around a lot. I checked my phone after walking around the con, and I walked about between 4 and 5 miles every single day. It's a lot of walking. You don't realize how much strain you're putting on your body, so just take care of your body while you're there. It will thank you. It will love you. You'll look better in your pictures. So if you're not staying at the Gaylord too, keep in mind that this con is definitely a party con. People go all out, and just if you need to, throw your friend 20 bucks, stay in the Gaylord, do not drink and drive, do not be an idiot. Less about being pulled over and more about your own safety and the safety of others. Just be smart. And just think about what you're doing, find an alternative, and do not drink and drive. If I can find them, I will list cab numbers down there so you don't have to. Another thing is respect your fellow con-goers. I know this may sound really, really simple. Sound really like, Shauna, seriously, you're gonna tell me to respect people? That's like what I learned in 1st grade. But if you are doing a photo shoot where people are walking through a crowded hallway and you're kind of in the middle of this hallway trying to photo shoot, do not get angry at the people walking. You are in their way. Just be courteous and kind and just let them go and continue taking your pictures. And another thing is compliment people. Just if somebody looks good, tell them. You don't know how many times they've been told that. They may be feeling really discouraged. People bring their best costumes, their best work to this con. Compliment people if you think they look good, and do not get discouraged, because you're going to see some incredible, mind-blowing costumes that you didn't even know were physically possible to make. And take it as an inspiration to keep working towards a goal, because there are going to be some amazing people, but do not be discouraged, because these people started off small and they started off where we are right now, and the only way to go is up. And if you just keep working, you're gonna be just as good. Use these people as resources. Ask them for help, or ask them specific questions on where they bought their fabric or how they made specific pieces of their costumes. Some people will take it as an extreme compliment. I know I do when people ask me questions. Just put some thought into them before asking. And yeah, that's all I got for you. If you have any questions for me about the con, feel free to send me a message here, send me a message on my Facebook page. And if you have anything to add to this survival guide, please comment below. I love to hear what you guys have to say. So I will see you in my next video.